Hello and welcome to Fit to Box channel. Please like and subscribe and don't forget to jab that notifications bell for all my latest uploads. Today I've got a review of these ring to cage C-17 Japanese style training gloves 2.0, and these are a copy of winning gloves, and I'll go into that during this video. I've actually put on some winning laces as well just to complete the effect. But when it comes to a pair of gloves like this, these are a pair of gloves a bit like the Fairtex BGV9, where viewers have wanted me to do a review of these for a long time. It took me a while to get hold of a pair, but I have got a pair now, and I'll do a full review of what I think of these gloves and also how they compare to the winning actual gloves. So when it comes to a pair of gloves like this, there is two distinct lines of sort of thinking from people. The first one is that these are an affordable copy of the winning gloves, of those great winning gloves, and these are for those people that perhaps don't or can't pay winning prices, and that Ring to Cage are providing a glove here that is as close to the winning as they could get. The other train of thought is that these are blatant copies of winning, and I have to say that these are the closest replicas out of all the companies that say that theirs are winning like, or close to winning. I have to say that this glove is definitely the closest. But those people are the ones also that think that these shouldn't be given any credit at all for just flat out copying a winning glove. And let's be honest, these gloves wouldn't exist and look like this if these gloves hadn't been created in the first place. So as I go through the video, obviously you'll decide which side of the fence you're on, whether or not Ring to Cage are providing a service to those people that can't or won't pay winning prices, or whether or not they're out of order by copying the winning glove so closely. So let's have a closer look at the Ring to Cage C-17 gloves. So the Ring to Cage C-17 Japanese style training gloves 2.0 winning clones are made of genuine cowhide leather. Okay, as I say, I have put winning laces in there. I think these laces are lovely laces, and that's why I've put them into these ones. You can get these in Velcro, hook and loop, but you can also get them in lace up. 12 ounce, 14 ounce, 16 ounce and 18 ounce you can get them in, and of course these are the 16 ounce version. When it comes to them being weighed, the left one of these was 17.5 ounces and the right was 16.5. When I weighed the winning ones, the left one was 16.25 and the right one was 16.5. So again, there is quite a difference, 17.25 to 16.5 when it comes between the two of these gloves. Okay, so they're not sort of that close when it comes to their weight. They do come in many colours. You can get them in black, blue, red, white, marine green, purple, silver. So lots and lots of colours that they come in. These are also, they're made in Pakistan. You can see that badge at the back, like an embroidered badge stitched on to the leather. You can see here, very similar to the cuff of a winning glove. And then here you've got the Ring to Cage that's on the back. Bring it around. The thumb on these gloves is very good, very winning like, very comfortable. There's the attachment. The padding, again, they've made a real good attempt at getting the padding right. As you look, you can see there's some sort of little bumps you can see that are there. Also, you can see some little bumps, if you can pick it up on the camera, there and there. So it's not as perfect as winning, but they have definitely got that feel when it comes to the padding and how it feels when you punch things. Let's bring it round. Have a look there at the stitching. The stitching is rough compared to winning. It stands on its own as decent stitching, but it is not as good as winning. You can see down there by the piping and down there by the piping, it's not as flush, it's not as accurate. I'll show you the other glove as well. And again, they still will last a while in terms of the durability, because I do think that they are well made. And let me just show you the inside. The inside is of the lining, you've got that sort of label that indicates there about injury during combat sports, and in there that lining is not as good as a winning lining. Let me show you the famous blue winning lining. Okay, that lining in there is superb, absolutely great, and it's very well fitting when it's in the glove. Okay, so it's not loose, it's not baggy. Inside this one, especially in the fingertips area, right at the end of the fingertips on the one glove, it's a little gathered, and then on both gloves as you're using them, you do get a sort of a gathering that sort of locks in the looseness of the lining. Sort of you clasp it as you're sort of grabbing, putting your hand into a fist, and the lining sometimes goes in. You have to wiggle your fingers to free it, so that's not great when it comes to the performance, and of course that does not happen in genuine winning gloves. So let's have a look and compare the replica ring to cage Japanese style glove to the original winning glove. So as I bring that round, the shape of the glove is very close to winning. Okay, you can see that as I bring them there, and as I turn them round like so, you can see the similarities. Then let's come on to the padding. Now the padding in that knuckle area there does feel very close to winning. There's winnings, and there is the ring to cage. In comparison to the two in terms of stitching, the stitching on this glove is definitely a little bit rougher than the winning, and winning are very precise when it comes to their stitching. These gloves here, as you can see, they've done an okay job, done a good job with the stitching, but it's nowhere near as precise as the winning. Let's bring that round as well. Okay, then we come on to the lining. Now for me, if the outside of these gloves look like winning, the inside is where there is the main difference. So the lining, as I've showed you before, okay, so you can see, the stitching on the outside is a little rough compared to winning. The lining on the inside is a little rough in relation to winning as well. When I've got both of these gloves, the left one, okay, there is a difference on the inside of the lining when I put them on. So these two gloves don't feel the same. Right at the end there is like it's not as comfortable as the right glove. Okay, so there is sort of quality control issues between the two ring to cage gloves. Then also, although there the lining is fine, when you get right to where the knuckles are, it is a little baggy in the ring to cage. So as you're sort of catching shots, as you're using it, sometimes the lining goes in between the fingers, very much like I remember Sabas Super Soft used to do the same, where it was a little bit too baggy, and so sometimes when you're using them, you're almost trying to free your fingers, free the lining from the fingers as you're using them. Obviously you don't get that with winning. Winning's lining is absolutely bang on, and I would say pretty perfect actually, whereas the ring to cage, you can tell a difference right at the end and also in between the fingers. Also inside as well, I don't think that lining will last anywhere near as long as the winning. So I think that the outside will last a long time, but of course if the lining goes, then essentially the gloves are done anyway. So I definitely think that these gloves won't last as long as winning, and winning are famed for how long and how durable their gloves are, and all part of that is not only the outside but also the inside, how they're made and the quality of materials they use. So bring that there. When you're actually putting them on, this one is hotter in the hand than winning when you're using it. I'm opening up the hand fine, so that's the same as what you can do with winning. Let's put that on. So again, you can see that they are very similar in terms of opening the hand. The thumbs feel very similar. Straight away as I'm opening hand, I can't feel the lining in there, but I can feel the lining going in between my fingers, almost like I'm grabbing onto the lining on the inside in this glove. So as well as them being a little bit hotter, they're also not as comfortable. That said, this is the closest winning replica copy of all the gloves that I've ever tried. And there is a lot of gloves out there saying, we are a winning like glove, it feels like winning. This one actually is the closest, so I will give them credit there. Let me just go through the scorecards, the Fit to Box ratings cards for both of these. So the ring to cage C-17, style 91 I've gone for, comfort 90, mainly due to that sort of lining. Durability, I've gone 91. Again, I think that lining's not going to last as long as the winning. Sparring 92, I've marked that down a little as well. Having to free your fingers from that lining is not great. Although you do get used to it, it's not winning like. On the bag, I think they were alright on the bag. Again, same issues with the lining sort of clasping between your fingers. And then value for money, I've got 93. These are 99.95 US dollars. That's about 80 English pounds. I do think that that is good value for money for this type of glove. Now let me put the winning card on the screen. You'll have seen this winning card before, and that is style 93. Comfort 97, very comfortable gloves. Durability, I don't think there's any gloves out there that can beat winning's durability. Sparring 97, they're absolutely brilliant in sparring. And bag 97, brilliant for bag work as well. And value for money, even though they are 330 English pounds, around 415 US dollars, they still get a great value for money at 96. So let me put the two cards side by side, and you can see, so winning style 93 over the 91 of ring to cage. Comfort 97 against 90. The durability 98 against 91. Sparring 97 against 92. Bag 97 against 92. And value for money against the ring to cage, it's 96 to 93. So even though you've got a cheaper glove in the ring to cage C-17, it's not about which is cheapest, it's about value for money, as the title says. And I feel that the value for money provided by winning, even though they are £330, is higher than given by the ring to cage. So overall score, you can see 96.3 for the winning and 91.5 for the ring to cage. You can also see on there that the winning is designed and made, the company is in Japan, they're also made in Japan, and you can see that this company here is an American company, but these gloves are made in Pakistan. So when it comes to these gloves, some people will love them because they'll think, you know, I'm getting a winning light glove, the closest winning light glove that you can get out there, and they are only going to be paying sort of £80, 100 US dollars, and they will be very pleased with that. And then you'll get your die-hard winning fans that will say, no, that's not acceptable. This is the winning glove, this is the original, these are just copied. This is the glove that you should go for. And as I've said, and as you can see on the Fit to Box ratings cards, I do think that there is a difference between the original and the replica. So I suppose it's a bit like when you see a Ferrari. You've got those people that drive around in Ferrari replicas, which are like a Toyota MR2 sort of base underneath, and then Ferrari paneling that makes them look like Ferraris. They're not actual Ferraris. To the untrained eye, somebody might think, oh, that's a Ferrari, but the trained eye, the people that would buy the winning, they are the ones that know at a glance that it's not a real Ferrari. They don't perform in the same way as the original, as the Ferrari, the real Ferrari. They just are lucky likeys. And I think that is where we're at when it comes to these. These are not the original. These are the original. These are the best. these are a copy of the best. And so in summing up, I'll say to you that I do think that these are a good glove. I really do. I think that Ring to Cage have done an excellent job in sort of trying to emulate what Winning have done. We have got a good glove and we have got a great glove, and that is the difference. And as I said earlier, this glove couldn't have been born without this one to inspire and to show the way. And I've got absolutely no doubt that when they were coming up with this glove, a pair of these were bought and taken to pieces, and then they tried to sort of re-engineer it from the bottom up to get as close as they could get. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe to Fit to Box channel, and I shall speak to you soon.